AITA for not saving dinner for my girlfriend and causing her to go to bed hungry? I am 28, have been with my girlfriend F29 for 14 months. We're struggling with money issues right now, with me being the sole income earner. My girlfriend used to eat restaurant food either by going out or ordering takeout, but ever since she lost her job she couldn't do it anymore. I cook twice a week and keep leftovers for busy days since my job is physically demanding and time-consuming. My girlfriend eats my cooking but hates eating leftovers. In the past she'd eat out while I eat the leftovers, but now since money is tight, eating out is no longer affordable. My girlfriend hates that and she's lost weight since she'd rather go hungry than eat leftovers. Don't know why she feels so strongly about it. On to the conflict. Last night I came home late from work and started reheating leftovers for dinners. My girlfriend came into the kitchen asking if I was cooking, but I said no since I already have leftovers ready to eat. She got upset and said that we should really limit eating leftovers and just leave this type of food for hobos and broke college students. I just shrugged and she left the kitchen in a hurry. She came back after I got done eating and looked at me asking where was her dinner plate. I said I didn't save her any food because I assumed since it's leftovers then she wouldn't want to eat it. She had a full-on tantrum about how selfish and inconsiderate I was not to save her some food and that she would be going to bed hungry because of me assuming shit. I had an argument with her in which I said that she was acting childish and she looked shocked. TJAT. I spoke to her this way and yelled that I did this deliberately to prove a point and that I should have cooked in the first place to avoid having her eat leftovers, but now even leftovers are gone and she was hungry. She ended up going to bed hungry and cold-shouldered me for hours because of it. NTA. She's not contributing money to the bank, so she can't complain about the circumstances you guys are in. Once she's contributing, she can spend her own money on takeout. I don't see why she couldn't have cooked for herself, since she knew you were eating the leftovers. Any reason why she lost her job? NTA. First of all, leftovers are for hobos and broke college students? No. Most people eat leftovers. Leftovers are for people who don't want to waste food and or don't want to cook every day. Also, does she need reminded that she is a unemployed and b struggling financially, but leftovers are somehow beneath her? What? Second of all, after her leftover rant, why on earth would you think she would possibly want to eat them? Third of all, if she's unemployed, what does she do all day? Why isn't she cooking? Why can't she cook for herself if she doesn't like leftovers? Why is it you cook or she starves? This is next level entitled brat behavior. Info. Since she's unemployed, is she home all day? If so, since she likes freshly cooked food, why doesn't she cook? Is she incapable of cooking? NTA. Is she a child or a grown adult? She can go get a job and provide for herself, not your responsibility. NTA. FFS. She said the food should be left for hobos and broke college students. Gross. She has refused to eat leftovers in the past. If you genuinely assumed she didn't want any, you were justified in that assumption. I have the same sentiment for your GF I have for men on this sub who expect their partners to cook for them. She can learn to cook a basic meal. Scrambled eggs, oatmeal, beans, soup, a sandwich. There are YouTube channels and blogs on blogs about cheap and easy cooking for beginners. She might want to look into whether she has sensory issues that could contribute to her hatred of leftovers. If it is just classism, she should look into that as well and sort herself out. If she really believes the choice is you cook or she doesn't eat, she should see a doctor or a therapist about her restrictive food habits. I don't say that in a snarky way, with all seriousness. NTA Keep the leftover, ditch the GF. She is a grown-up that can feel herself. NTA. And I'm surprised her employment status hasn't given her a reality check. ETA. I grew up pretty damn poor early in life. There were times food stamps, yes, I'm dating myself, was the only thing that got us through. And my mom worked wonders with leftovers. And her message to me when I wasn't particularly excited about whatever was left over was, when you get hungry enough, you won't complain about what's in the fridge. And she was right. Why didn't she make her own food? You came home late, and she didn't think it would be the right, nice thing to do to cook you dinner? She's not working and you have to do all the cooking still? You may have escalated the situation, but she sounds like just a selfish, inconsiderate in general, and I would not want to be partnered, or even in a roommate situation with someone like that. She's the She can cook her own damn food, and if she's this childish over something as asinine as leftovers and having to cook for herself, that does not bode well for you long term. So she's not working, yet expects you to cook dinner for her every night? NTA. And why are you putting up with this crap at all? NTA. She knows where the food and utensils are. As someone who's unemployed, she needs to get over her food snobbery. NTA. She is acting childish. She's a grown woman. She can cook if she doesn't want to eat leftovers. NTA. Does she know how a toaster works, and what a sandwich is? NTA. Your GF is a full-grown adult who can cook for herself. You were not wrong to assume that she didn't want leftovers because she's consistently told you she refuses to eat them, and she, while you were warming your food up, told you that leftovers were for hobos and broke college students, and she's neither. NTA. She sounds very entitled. Leftovers aren't for rich or poor people. They're about reducing waste. She refused them. So if she wants to eat, it's up to her to get something. NTA. Completely NTA. First of all, why are homeless people or students not as deserving of decent food as others? Second, what makes leftovers bad? Personally, I find Christmas leftovers to be the best part of Boxing Day. You reacted reasonably based on her past behavior. It was a reasonable conclusion to come to that she would not want to eat the leftovers, especially given her outburst earlier that very evening. That being said, I'm reluctant to be solely critical of your GF. Not because what she did wasn't awful. It was. But because it's such a strange hill to die on. The only reason I'm reluctant to be entirely critical of her is because I feel like it might be worth getting to the bottom of what is causing this bizarre aversion. NTA. Sounds to me like your girlfriend needs to get a job, a cookbook, and an attitude adjustment ASAP. Oh my lord, NTA. What is she? 5? You didn't make anyone go to bed hungry. She's a grown-ass woman who can heat up something herself. If that's not beneath her. Sheesh. NTA. Your GF can learn to cook. Make easy food, like sandwiches. Or get prepared food. Frozen pizza. Frozen dinners. From the same store you bought the ingredients for the meals you're making. Since your GF is currently not employed, she can spend some of her time learning to cook so she doesn't go to bed hungry. If leftovers are only for hobos and broke college students, I think unemployed Entitled girlfriends also qualify. The fact that she'd rather starve than make her own food or eat leftovers as extreme emotional manipulation and a big location flag location flag location flag location flag location flag. NTA. She sounds like a child. She needs to learn how to cook for herself. You shouldn't be responsible for feeding her every meal.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.